and your investments. But what about managing your finances, especially during uncertain and challenging times? That's where we're going to go now with the team from Rently. Why? Because Rently is converting annual rental payments into monthly instalments for tenants while guaranteeing that landlords receive the rent up front, addressing cash flow pressures that many people may be facing at the moment on both sides, as the platform provides financial flexibility during current geopolitical uncertainties. Let's get into this more with the head of the UAE division of Rently, Taimur Khan, who's joined us live on the line this morning. Taimur, good morning to you. Welcome to the Business Breakfast.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So, different model for people here in the region. Explain how Rently do things differently, Taimur, and how it's changing how people pay rent here.
So Rently is a digital platform that allows people to pay their rent monthly while landlords continue to get their payments as per the agreed number of checks. Typically, we've seen landlords ask for anywhere between 3 months upfront to even up to 12 months upfront, which can be a pretty big burden for residents, especially if you're new to the UAE as well. And that's where Rently comes in. Our aim is to make renting simple, flexible, and rewarding. And since our launch in late 2024, we've been able to process millions of dollars worth of rental transactions. So there's a clear, genuine need in the market for this level of flexibility.
Flexibility, I think, is the key word here, because, I mean, let's get into that. And you've addressed it already. There is a tradition here that renting often means paying several months up front, several checks, etc., much demanded by the landlord. What's driving? Is that model still working today, or is that why you're seeing so much interest?
So that has been the conventional form of renting here. It's a model that's been built around certainty for the landlord to receive their rental income and to receive it on time. But with a young, expat population that values flexibility as well as has adopted digital payments, that's where we see this shift going. You earn your salary monthly. Why can't you pay your rent monthly? And with an increase in supply coming in 2026 and 2027, again, the theme of flexibility will be key in the leasing space.
Yeah, works for the leaser, works for a younger population, as you mentioned there. But what about the sort of traditional landlord here? How do landlords benefit from the model?
Well, our focus is mostly on the tenant. There are two main benefits, I would say, for the landlord. One is around tenant quality. Right? So any tenant that comes through the Rently platform is vetted by our internal, evaluation process. We look at a bunch of different factors, like how long have they been in the UAE, which industry do they work in, credit scores, just the overall likelihood that they would be, let's say, good tenants that pay on time. And typically in real estate transactions, there's very little contact between the landlord and the tenant. It's mostly done through the agent. And with Rently, the landlord can be assured that the tenant has been vetted thoroughly. That's one. And the second main benefit, I would say, is more around a reduction in administrative tasks. So there's no need to collect checks, no need to deposit them. Payments are made through an automated platform that are paid on time every time.
One thing we're hearing at the moment, whether you be an individual organisation, business or otherwise, 6 weeks into this conflict, as predicted, cash flow is still a major concern for a lot of residents out there. Interested to know what demand you've seen over the course of the last 6 weeks since this conflict began. Have you seen an uptick in inquiries?
So yes, we have seen a definite uptick in inquiries. However, at the same time, the overall leasing space has seen a bit of a decline in March, right? And generally, in times of uncertainty, people tend to pause on bigger decisions. So there's been a drop in the leasing space, but we've seen a rise more in the short-term rental side. So there is a genuine curiosity more around flexible payments. So we are seeing that come in, but it's not translated as yet. However, in the first week of April, we are already seeing increased activity.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because with markets and certainly with the real estate market, it usually takes challenges, major challenges like the one we're facing at the moment, for things to change, for policy to change, for trends to change. I mean, once we come out of the situation that we find ourselves in, do you think we will go back to the old ways, or do you think we'll learn from events like this when it comes to how renting will work in the UAE moving forward?
I definitely think that this is a long-term shift in the rental space. We've seen the digitization across government services, across the financial sector, across property markets as well. And I think renting will be a part of that. We have seen, increased adoption on making payments via credit cards as well. And as for our business, we've seen this already scale in Singapore. So we definitely think it is a fundamental shift in the rental industry. And I was speaking to one of the leasing directors at a top agency recently, and even given these uncertain times, they're actually pushing landlords to be a lot more flexible, especially when it comes to exit clauses in contracts. Typically it's been quite rigid. So I think flexibility, like we discussed, would be a continuing theme in 2026 and 2027.
Yeah, there certainly seems to be more demand for financial flexibility when it comes contractually as well. And is that something that the Rently model provides? I mean, we've talked in the past about how sort of restricting contracts can be. With your model, when people are looking for support, not just tenants, but also landlords, is this something that you think benefits both?
Yes, like I mentioned, we are more focused on the tenant side, giving tenants that flexibility. And as I mentioned, our mission is to make renting simple, flexible, and rewarding. Right? So when you speak on the rewarding side, it's something that we know that is quite common and well liked in the UAE. So if you make your rental payments on your credit card, you also receive rewards. And if you think about it, rental payments are the largest consistent payments that most tenants make, right? And that process has been completely, a bit outdated when it comes to the use of checks. So we are, digitizing that, and I think that's something that landlords are also starting to appreciate because there's just less administrative burden.
Taimur, I'm sure it's a question you get asked all the time at the moment. I don't know whether it's still too early to say, but are rents coming down?
Well, I might not be the best person to comment on this, but I think the industry analysts do think that there would be a slight correction in terms of rental prices, which is quite common after years of growth. So there are certain areas that people say will remain strong and will continue to see increased prices. But overall, I think as a whole, there is an idea that there would be likely correction.
We will watch this space. Watch and see. Taimur Khan, really appreciate it. Thanks for your time. That's Taimur. He's head of UAE for Rently, with us here on the Business Breakfast.